Hello everyone, welcome back to Beauty in the Garden. I am T, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you guys almost a complete garden tour. Not 100, but mostly, okay you guys. I have been doing a lot of work. You guys, I have a suntan due to work, okay? I'm outside when I'm at work and I'm outside when I'm home. So I'm going to be showing you guys the garden and pretty much what I have planted and how some of things are going and how some things are not going so great. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy. I am still slightly up under the weather. I am fighting this, you guys. I had to fight that cough just now, fighting it back. But all right, you guys, I'm going to be showing you guys the garden. I do have a couple of things that I have here. I have some elephant ears, that's for one. I don't know if you guys know that some elephant ears are edible, okay? So if you did not know that. And right here, you guys, I have, this is called a fern. This is a fern right here. It's actually like an air plant. It grows along a tree. It actually kind of like attaches itself in some kind of little weird way along the tree. This one right here. All right, then I have here some walking jewel here, and then let's go this way really quickly because I wanted to talk to you guys about peach trees. And sometimes this can happen because of borer. So if you did not know that there are certain stink bugs that bore into your fruit and will make them stagnant. As you guys can see, my peach tree is pretty much loaded here, but because I do know that some of them have been bored into, that is creating them to stay at this size. I'm going to show you this is the same tree, but I'm going to show you a couple of fruit that has not been messed with by the borer, and you can see the difference in the fruit. The fruit is no longer stagnant, it is growing, it is changing color. Okay, you can see that there. So this happens when you get a stink bug bored into your fruit, okay? It's wicked how that happens, but it does make your fruit stagnant. And I mean, a ton of my fruit has not yet swollen. Here's a perfect example. If you see something like this, if you see something like this, it looks like it's going to be shiny. It's or some sort of sap that is coming out of your fruit. Try to spray your plant early spring with copper. Okay, there's a copper spray that you can spray your plant with. I did spray mine, but I should have did it again because it did rain. I thought I was good to go. Right here as well, I have a couple of knockout roses, and this right here is actually one of my climbing roses, and I forgot all about this rose, and it is growing in between this tree. I mean, I forgot. Isn't it gorgeous? I absolutely forgot about this rose. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make sure that I jot that down in my notes, exactly what that variety of rose is. Now I'm going to show you guys a little bit more that I had went ahead and wanted to show you guys as things starting to grow. Here is some monkey grass, as that's what they call it, monkey grass. There is another name for it. That's what my family calls it. Back home it's monkey grass. Here is a couple of hostas. I have a hosta here. Some purple queens. Now purple queens and purple hearts are two different plants. Okay, so they look a little bit similar, but just a little bit different when it comes down to the shape of the leaves. Then I have here is some beautiful elephant ears. Look at this massive hosta right here. It's humongous. This hosta right here is called a blue hosta. So this one here is actually, I think, 2 years old, and it has really grown really pretty. These elephant ears are going to get so high, it's going to fill this area. You won't see this ugly AC. Okay, so I can't wait till that is gone. I did plant in here some of the purple queens, and these are cuttings that I popped into here. And then down here I have is some hydrangeas. I have 3 of them on the corner. And as well, I popped in here is a amber rose. This is a beautiful, beautiful plant here. I popped in here some petunias. This is this one is called the Ultra Crimson Star Petunia. That is this beautiful petunia, and it's a bubblegum pink petunia. So I just love that, just striping. Can't wait to see what this container is going to look like once it's done. Now I do need to get to painting. I have the paint. I haven't got to it yet, but I do have, you guys, the paint to go ahead and paint these containers, and I want to lift them off the ground. So I think I'm gonna go ahead on to Amazon and see if I can find those pretty legs that you can lift your pots off the ground. All right, so the next thing I have here is, you guys, my blueberries. My blueberries are doing really good. You guys can see I have a great deal of blueberries that are growing. Now I have been making sure that I keep them nice and watered when they're starting to swell. So make sure you always keep them watered. If not, your fruits will stay kind of small and not puff out, okay? So keep that in mind. Then down here I have here is a begonia. Isn't this a gorgeous, gorgeous begonia? This begonia here can deal with the sun, as most begonias cannot deal with the sun. It actually needs shade, but I do prefer to still kind of put it in indirect sun. But this right here is a pretty gorgeous begonia. Then over here I popped in is some calla lilies. These are some calla lilies here. They are gorgeous. They're gorgeous. I just love that spotting on their leaves, that variegation. It's just gorgeous. Here I popped in some yellow begonias. Now these begonias right here cannot deal with the sun, you guys. They will burn. You will start to see the leaves get a little crunchy, so keep that in mind. If you start to see your begonias get a little crunchy, just go ahead and remove them and put them into some shade, because they don't really like direct sun. Then right here I have here is another blueberry. Look at this blueberry here, you guys. My sister called this my stick. Look at my stick. This is my stick. And here's my blueberries on my stick. It is growing really good. I did pop in another beautiful begonia here. It is just stunning. I just love the leaves. I love the dark leaves. They're really gorgeous. I do need to do a little bit of weeding around there. I'm going to add a little bit more mulch around all of my fruit trees and the ones that I just planted as well. So all of my 4 corners have, you guys, petunias in them. These are the bubblegum pink petunias. They are stunning. I just went with a full window box of petunias because I felt like I just wanted something simple and that's going to drape and just cover this area really pretty. And I think they're coming along really nicely. And then right here is a blueberry, which is actually a pink lemonade. These blueberries here actually are red, and I haven't seen any flowers on it yet. So, but all in all, this plant looks amazing. It's doing great. It's healthy. It's strong. So I'm really liking that. Now I'm going to show you guys what I planted up in a video, and that was the tangerine. And you can already see the growth of this tangerine is starting to do very well. And as you guys can see, it is popping on flowers as well. So I can't wait to see how big that gets in this container, because citrus can actually get pretty big in pretty small containers. All right, so here is my jungle of a mess. One of my lavenders did not make it, but all in all, this one here, some parsley here, my other lavenders, and this beautiful dahlia right here. I do need to do some deadheading off of these flowers, but I'll take care of that. And as well, this is my $5 fig that I found at Tractor Supply. It was originally $39.99, and I found it for $5, you guys, $5, okay? So this Celeste fig, I always have to call my mom because I kept wanting to say this wrong, but it's Celeste. This is Celeste fig that I purchased for $5, and it was a terrible looking plant. You guys can see how I chopped it down. I mean, I gave it a good haircut just because it didn't look good when I got it, but look at it now. It looks amazing. The lavender looks good. Here's my avocados. These avocados are from seed, and I will have to do some cutting on it to get it back together because I did take it out of the greenhouse and put it outside. So it's bouncing back very, very nicely. You guys can see all that new growth there, okay? And then down here is my columbine. Right here, you guys, I have some fruit on this columbine. I mean, this thing is loaded and it got new fruit coming on. But that is this columbine that I planted it just like I planted the tangerine. Same thing over here. I need to work on that container. I know you guys don't talk about me, but that's what the container is looking like. Hey, in a perfect world, we will get it done. We will eventually get it done. So I did the same thing, mirrored on both sides of the patio as well. And then the raspberry, this is a thornless raspberry that I decided to wrap it. This is a tomato cage, you guys. I felt like it would be perfect. And what I did was I took a couple of zip ties and voila. All right, we have this cylinder. We have right now this cylinder shape right here, and I absolutely think that came in very, very handy. As I continue on working throughout the garden to getting the garden back together, I'm going to show you guys some of the things that, you know, the good, bad, and the ugly, and the things that I'm still working on. And that is basically, I'm going to be taking out all of these onions, all right, cutting the base, and I'm just going to wait till I can go ahead and get those seeds. Here is my blackberry that I am going to be trellising up this arbor here. I do have the wire sitting right here, you guys, right here, to go ahead and place up this arbor. As you guys can see, I'm gonna back up so you guys can see how much work I definitely need to do. All right, I need to do. And as well, let me show you something. So I went to work, and 2 days later, you guys, look at these jokers inside of my netting. Okay, so I'm gonna have to spray tomorrow because they actually made their way inside of my netting, and I'm gonna have to take care of that. I'm gonna do a heavy spray on them and take care of that problem before it gets out of control and they start eating my kale. All right, then over here we have our elephant garlic, we have our onions. They're doing such amazing. Look at this beautiful, stunning Easter lily. Ah, it's just gorgeous. Say gorgeous. It's gorgeous. The ginger is trying to pop up. The ones that I placed in here, I do see a big old weed back there. I need to get that, but you guys have been busy. Here is my hostas, and I do have some mums up in here. Look at these mums. These mums are showing out. Okay, look at that. Look at that. The mums are showing out. And then up there I have my succulents that's doing okay. I need to water them. Make sure you guys stay on watering, even though succulent doesn't need as much water, but they definitely do need to be watered. So the main garden is looking just a tad bit, you guys, tad bit rough, but that is okay because guess what? I'll get to it eventually. I've been working and getting it done. It don't look as bad, but I definitely want to put my tomato cages where it go, my stakes where it needs to go, put down the rest of the remaining mulch, and just pretty much clean up the beds and things like that inside of the main garden. But all in all, the main garden looks really decent. Okay, so like I said, I need to definitely get those blackberries up this arbor because they are getting a little wild, and just to maintain it, I would trim up some of the canes and make sure that it's going up. And oh, matter of fact, you guys, check this out. Look at all of my blackberries. They're gorgeous already. Yay, look at their turning color. Look at that. So we have some berries already. I'm so happy about that. And I'm so happy I found a thornless variety because I don't want to deal with anything that has thorns because I want to be able to manipulate my plants when I want to. All right, So here, I told you guys in a previous video, I planted up miniature roses in each one of these containers. I planted here is a super cal. A super cal is a breed of petunia that is mixed with a calipacoa. So that's what's in there. And they get pretty big, you guys. And I love me some calipacoas. And all of my tomatoes, they are laid out, you guys. I have not staked my tomatoes. I am shocked that I haven't, but I will be getting to that this week actually, because I went ahead and had to purchase some stakes because my fence says no. My fence is saying no, and I've been telling you guys for years to get this fence done. You guys, the money's not there. I don't have it to go get no fence done right now. And I think somebody, when I quoted, the guy came out and quoted, I'm gonna think for sure, when he quoted me on site, that man said $9,000. You guys, I'm literally on 0.45 of an acre, and that's not including my front yard. My front yard, to give you guys an idea, my front yard is just as big as my backyard when it comes down to 4.5 of an acre. So you're not even really framing in that much. So that was a ridiculous cost. And no, I'm not paying almost 10 grand to put a fence in, okay? I'd rather spend that money and investing it somewhere else. All right, so anyways, right here I have some white petunias, but all in all these tomatoes right here are just my basic tomatoes and my sauce tomatoes. I didn't plant out any of my specialty tomatoes. I don't even have time to plant them out this year, so I'm just going to stick with this right here this year. And I did plant them up, and I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you I did not plant them out and how terrible they look. So as we go along, even down to the prep table needs work. Another project for another day. All right, so but here is the main garden. All right, so we're gonna work our way. This way. I end up planting up some more different varieties of petunias, and I thought these were really, really cute. This is an espresso petunia. Look how gorgeous this is. So I planted that up with a ultra white petunia. Okay, so this container will fill out in as well. I popped in another calipacoa there, right there. So I think that's gonna look really, really good inside of the greenhouse. All in all, this is what it is looking like in here. A lot of food in here, a lot of things I'm working on project wise, and things I want to go ahead and put out in the garden. All right, so let's go ahead so I can show you guys. I'm going to show you guys as much as I can this time around, but all in all, I know for a fact that I'm not going to be able to show you guys everything. So I've been cleaning out my beds. The peppers is doing really good. Right here we have the Anaheim peppers, and then in front I have here this dianthus that is dragging along very, very slowly. And then we have some Cubanelles here, and then we have some sweet banana, and then over here we have some poblanos along this way as well, with the bubblegum pink alliums along the back end. So all in all, this looks really, really good. This way, I just want to show you guys what's going on, because I do have a lot going on. I have a lot of work to do. And then we have, here's that bonfire peach, all the peaches. It's right here. Ain't they? I'm so happy to see them. My bonfires. This is a specialty from my brother, because I went to his house, you guys. I'm always going to say this, because when I went to his house, y'all can't tell me this is not a pretty peach tree, okay? It is simply gorgeous. Yes, it is simply gorgeous. I'm just thinking this thing is just gorgeous. All right, and then here's my lilac tree. It's a lilac. Then right here, you guys, I have my onions, some Swiss chard, some bell peppers, and I think that's my speckled pear right here, right there. Then this bed, we have Swiss chard, more onions. The onions are looking really, really good. You guys can see the onions right here. Matter of fact, this one here needs to be harvested. I'll do a harvest, not right now, because I want to make sure that I harvest and cure everything correctly. But the Swiss chard is in here. Right here is my nectarine. We got some nectarines here. and a couple of here. Yeah, there's a good bit of nectarines on this tree. This is actually the first year it produced, okay? And then here, another bed, Swiss chard and some more bell peppers is in here. You actually can see a little bell right there doing its little thing. And over here as well, we have some onions, and I planted up some newly onions, more onions all the way around this bed with some more bell peppers. And then this tree right here is my moon glow pear. I have a couple of pears on here. I will have to stake this tree because I want it to stay upright, so I need to do that. And then over here, because I'm kind of working my way around, this is my Santa Rosa. No plums on this. I was so hoping this year I'll get plums, but you guys, that is not going to happen. And then over here is my donut peach. I will be doing some cut-ins on this one. I'm seeing that I have some damaged fruit. See that? This is from when it was water, and then there was no water, and then I watered it again. And can you guys see the pests? See? These are pests that will destroy. You think they just destroy your squash, they will destroy your fruit as well. So keep that in mind when I'm telling you to go ahead and take care of those pests, all right? See how it's splitting? So I won't be even getting any donut peaches because the pest has got to it. But all in all, I'm really happy to know that this fruit tree will fruit, okay? Now let's head this way, because there's a lot that I want to show you guys that I haven't showed you. So right here is my apples, and this right here is my Golden Delish. And I mean, it is loaded. It is beautiful, you guys. Look at this tree. It is stunning. It is lovely. It is full. It is happy. It has more fruit than enough. You guys can see it. It's a lot of fruit on this tree. So yay, my Golden Delish. So this right here is the Golden Delish. Now this is the one that I actually went ahead and had to go ahead and cut because it was getting really tall, and I should have did the same thing to the other apple tree. I did cut it a little bit, but I didn't cut it as much as I cut this one. I really cut the center out of this one, and I should have did that to the other one, but I wasn't sure, so I just did one. All right, so my apple tree. Then some more knockout roses. Great for soap, great to make tea out of. And then this right here is my plum that died. I haven't dug it up, and hopefully I will get a replacement for another fruit tree there, or I might just leave it to have a driveway once I go ahead and take this fence down. And then right here is my red apple delish, and it is loaded as well. I'm really happy with my apples. Last year my apple, well, and it was so good, you guys. It was so good. I ate most of them fresh, believe it or not, and they held up in the fridge lovely. And oh no, this apple tree, I should have cut it, but I did not cut it as much. I cut a little bit, but not as much. You guys can see, I mean, there's apples all over this tree, okay? And more knockout roses right here. And I'm telling you, knockout roses is great. You can use any rose, you guys, believe it or not, to make tea out of, okay? So don't think your roses are just for show, okay? Some are very has nice scents, so always think about that if you wanted to scent your home or something like that, or you have your cut flowers that you can pop into your home, or a nice vase in your home. So just keep in mind, it's not just for, you know, show. There's a lot of things you can do. You can use them as teas, like I said, soap and so forth. All right, then right here I have my containers. I planted up these beautiful petunias right here as well. Now this is a super cal as well, so as you guys can see, I bought this from a nursery. It's a super cal petunia, okay? Means it's, like I told you guys, it's mixed with a calipocoa, and I think it's just a stunning. It has this beautiful sheen. Oh, the sheen, oh my gosh, you guys, look at that. Oh Lord, that just did something to me when I seen it. I was like, I had to get it, and I did. And now I got one here. I actually have another one right here. More elephant ears. My other fig tree, this is Chicago Hardy fig tree. Now this tree, you guys, is not in the ground. I'm going to show you guys really quick. This is not, it's not in the ground, okay? This container is not in the ground because I put the holes at the top. And it's doing so good in this container. And I'm glad, I like the size of it because fig trees, their root can get invasive. So all my fig trees will be going in big containers like this, but I'm gonna get the nursery, actual nursery pot or a decorative nursery pot where I like the ones I have on the patio, and put them in that so that they won't be able to grow out of that container and they'll be nice and full like this. I am not bothering with this year. I don't think, as of right now, it's a no, okay? Then over here is some calipacoas, and this is a peach color calipacoa, gorgeous, gorgeous, and a fuchsia calipacoa with a pop of pink in the middle. All right, here is my watermelon, you guys. I just planted them up. I know I'm late, but if it does good, it does good. If it doesn't, hey, I know I planted y'all out late. All right, and here is the tomatoes. Haha, told you I let them die. I let them die. I let them die. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did it. But hey, sister girl, I've been busy. So all this is actually planted up. Do got a ton of work to do. Peppers are doing really good. It looks like the okra is doing really good. And I'm going to show you guys this way. Believe it or not, this squash is fine. It's just they need a little bit of water and it's hot. And I'm already seeing stinking stink bugs, you guys. Eggs already. Okay, I'll have to come out here and get to that. All right, so this way here is I have some squash. You guys can see the corn and you guys can see the potatoes. The potatoes look really good. They have grown tremendously, you guys. Really happy, really happy. Potatoes. So not tomatoes, potatoes. The potatoes look really good. And as well, you guys can see the corn. It's starting to fill in as well. So now I'm going to take you guys to this side of the garden. It does need some work as well, but it's getting done. So here's my mums. They come back every year. If you don't throw away your mums. My mums are doing good. I need to fill up these containers so that they would be a little bit stronger than what they are. But all in all, these are filled up with mums. And here goes my girls and my Ramona. So all in all, they are doing really good. And then up top, this is my grapevine. All of this is my bull grapes. And you guys can see it is tamed. You guys, I want y'all to see it all. It is tamed. You guys can see all of the grapes that we are going to be having on this plant. And I mean, it's a great deal of grapes that are coming on to our trellis here. Not even the ones that's along the chicken run. I have not planted up this bed at all, or that container. And I think I'm gonna pop in there some flowers. That's what more so I'm leaning towards, but all in all, I don't know. I don't know yet. And then let's go this way, why not? Right here, you guys, I feel like I have not showed y'all anything. Oh, Ramon. Oh, Ramon. So my peppermint, some beets that are around here. I got some beets planted there. And then crepe myrtle. Haven't put on flowers yet. It's gonna start very soon. My other peach tree right here, you guys can see this one has fruit that are turning color and will be ready very soon. So I'll be harvesting my peaches. You guys can see all of my beautiful peaches on this tree. All right, can you guys see it all? All right, so this one right here is my peach red haven, and the other one is that's right about there is my contender peach. So I have 3 different types of peaches. Yes, I have a donut peach, a contender peach, and a red haven peach, and a nectarine. So that's what's on that side of town. And I think that is it, you guys. I do have a little bit more. I'll show you just a little bit more, you guys, because I know I have stuff in the front yard as well. I barely ever show you guys the front yard. Guys, it's a lot of work to do what I'm doing right now with a full-time job, and as well my husband's working very, very hard trying to service, and sister girl has to get all this work done, so I get it done as much as I can. I did plant up my melons, and my squash is along this right here. They're just starting out. I'm hoping that I do get a harvest this year. We will see. Right here is my goji berry, and then all of my cayennes are planted in these containers. And then right here is my cucumbers. And last but not least is the rest of my cayennes that I planted with that pack that I showed you guys had a blend. So I did plant that up. Let me shut this because I'll mess around and we'll have rabbits. So we'll mess around and rabbits will go in there, and I don't want rabbits going in there. But here is our garden tour of my little miniature homestead. So y'all guys can actually kind of see my yard is really, it seems so much bigger on camera, but it really ain't. I wish y'all, if y'all can see it in real life, you can kind of, you're like, wow, T, I didn't really, can't see it, but now I see it. But all in all, this is my miniature homestead. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I hope my channel is motivating you guys to get out there and grow your own food. It is possible. You can do it in even much smaller spaces, and I'm telling you guys, I promise you guys, even if you just had just this, you can be amazed on how much food you can grow. If you go back to my original channel before, when I first started, this is all I had, and then I added it throughout the years. Okay, so my throat's starting to get sore because, like I said, I'm under the weather. But all in all, I appreciate you guys staying tuned and watching my channel. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments below, and I'll try my best to answer them. So I hope you guys enjoy, like I said, and remember, there's beauty in everyone's garden. And bye-bye for now. Bye-bye, you guys. Happy gardening.